Okay. What's going on, guys? Thank you guys so much for joining again to the A.D.D podcast. My name is Alex.
And I'm Dylan.
And today we are going to be talking about Game of Thrones.
I love...
I know, me too.
Dude, every single episode, I've watched it all. Every one, I did not skip the intro.
Oh, really? See, I skipped it.
Yeah, I know.
Because I know exactly where it's at. I mean, after a while.
Yeah. I skipped it when they changed it.
Yeah.
At the end there.
Okay.
Season 7 or 8 or something like that, they changed it.
The song was the same though, wasn't it? Or are you saying they just changed like the...
They changed the map and stuff.
Right,
and
well I think they were trying to add like a little more suspense and let you know what might be happening.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I loved the original.
Right.
But, dude, I can just picture it. Like, and like things spirals going. The tree grows.
The wolf, the dragon on the logo part. Yeah,
the
it's real cool.
Goes through all the different things.
Yeah.
And the North and Westeros. Shows all of Westeros.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god.
I love Game of Thrones. By far my favorite show.
I think it's probably the best series.
Yeah.
The best series of that type. Because there's some other series that I love, like when you get into like cartoons, like Family Guy is my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, it's way different. But I see what you're saying. That's why you're categorizing it.
Yeah, in its category. So obviously you're going up against what? Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Which is a great one.
I've seen most of Breaking Bad.
Oh, really? Haven't finished?
I haven't finished.
Oh,
it kind of lost me.
Yeah.
Make fun of me in the comments.
No, don't do that. Or do it.
We need comments at this point. But I'm asking for clout right now, okay? Do you hear me?
Yep. It's the new Clout House right here.
Yeah, Clout House, Clout Room, let's go!
Yep, this is the Clout Room. Got the gumball machine.
It's good shit. But, yeah. So, I love that freaking tutorial.
Yeah.
So great. Brings you into it. It's better than Breaking Bad, in my opinion. It's better than Walking Dead. I think Walking Dead's second place for me.
I haven't seen that.
Really?
Yeah. See, now you're doing the same thing. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
you haven't seen Stranger Things, and you haven't finished Breaking Bad.
I know.
But you did finish Chernobyl. We talked about that. You finished it. Yeah, pretty cool.
Did finish Chernobyl.
Amazing. Didn't talk about it too much, but
that's a quick 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Must watch.
Yeah.
It's like 5 hours. 5 hours of your life. Watch a whole series.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Right.
Absolutely phenomenal.
It's so weird too that it's like good because it's just like it's like a documentary.
It's a documentary.
Yeah.
And it's such a terrible thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yet you're so intrigued.
Right.
So
yeah.
But this is the Game of Thrones podcast.
This is the Game of Thrones podcast.
So let's get on that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
The got.
What were your favorite parts? There's probably a ton, but like, I don't know if we should break it down season by season because I'll probably forget, to be honest. But
yeah, I think we can go through it a little bit.
Yeah, and just to be clear, spoiler alert: if you guys have not watched Game of Thrones,
we're talking about everything, major scenes. We're going to talk about people who die.
Right.
We're going to talk about the ending.
Yep.
If you have not seen every episode of Game of Thrones,
and
go watch them.
Yeah.
And then come back and watch this because, like, again, this is the clout room and we need the clout.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, let's break it up into, like, beginning, two middles, and an end.
Okay.
So, quarters.
I see that. Yep.
So, favorite thing. Let's do favorite thing.
Yeah.
My favorite thing in season 1.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna hate me for this. When they killed Ned Stark.
Wow.
Not a good thing, and not my favorite because of Ned Stark.
Right.
It's my favorite because of the scatter of storylines that happened from that scene.
Yeah.
It got so interesting.
Yeah.
So now we're just getting the Joffrey story. Yeah. Joffrey the king, which is kind of becoming a new Mad King.
Right.
And he breaks his promise to spare him if he...
Yeah.
So Ned Stark... Yeah, Ned Stark says... Or they say to Ned Stark, if he confesses, he will go to serve the wall. Which he's not happy with, but okay with.
Right.
And
it's closer to Winterfell.
And it's closer to Winterfell. It's in the north. He'll see his son, or his bastard son.
Yeah.
And they will go see Jon Snow, and he'll be able to go fight with him at the wall.
Yeah.
And it won't be
his brother, Benjen, right? That was his Benjen Stark.
Yeah. So...
he didn't go missing yet, I guess. I don't know if he was missing by then. He might have been.
I don't know if he was introduced in the storyline yet.
No, maybe he was, because in season 1, remember, he shows up to the wedding. Or no, he shows up to the ceremony when the king's at Winterfell, when King Robert's there. Okay. And Jon Snow's outside because Catelyn wouldn't let him in.
Yeah.
And he's like, keep swinging that sword. And he's like, bring me to the wall with you. And he's like, not yet, you know?
Yeah.
And then in the end, he goes to the wall with him when Ned goes to the King's Road down to King's Landing.
Yes.
Sequential water drinking right there.
Oh my gosh, right? So good.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day pulled from the air.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I thought that was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Not because he died, but because of the storylines.
Right.
So we got the new Mad King Joffrey. We got Arya Stark's storyline starting there, which is killer. She's got traumatized from it, cut her hair, tried to fake it as a boy so she could get out of there alive because she is a Stark child.
Yeah. That scene's intense right after that. Because I think that happens in episode 9. Because it's always, the crazy stuff always happens the episode before the last episode, you know? And then episode 10 starts with that Ned Stark's friend, and he's like, come on, boy. She's like, I'm not a boy, you know? And he's like, are you a dumb boy or something? And he like starts like cutting her hair with like a razor or a knife. That scene is intense.
That scene is very intense.
Yeah.
And now that infuriates his son. Yeah. His son's pissed. Yeah. Let's call the banners. Yeah. Let's go to fucking war.
Yeah.
Let's get the daughters. Let's get the daughters of Winterfell back.
Yeah.
Let's get the Stark girls back. Let's go to war for my father.
Yeah.
So I think
the King in the North.
The King of the North.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as they get there, the King of the North. So
gosh, that storyline.
Right?
So it builds up to
just builds.
Oh, and they shoot you back down.
Oh my gosh. So before we get to that,
I know.
Quarter 1 favorite. Yeah.
For me, so in season 1, my favorite part, it's going to be tough to think about.
Not just season 1, the first quarter, so the first 2 seasons or so.
I really like Daenerys' plotline.
Okay.
Yeah, in the very beginning. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure it's first quarter, but it's right around when she starts finding that power, you know? And when her brother realizes, oh crap, she has the power, not me.
When they're in the cornfield.
Yeah, and she's like, touch me again, or whatever she says, or talk to me like that again. And
did he slap her?
I don't know. He did something. Then they make him walk, right?
And he's like, how dare you stop my army or whatever.
Yeah.
And oh man, that's intense.
Right.
And the one guy just grabs him by his neck.
Oh yeah, and just freaking lassos him back. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, she's got... You could really just see... And they did a very good job at illustrating the... Just her kind of like respect and just fear and power. And
from the very first episode, she walks into that really hot water, you know?
Yeah.
You remember that? And then the maid or whatever is like, my lady, it's really hot, be careful. And she just straight walks into it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And sets it up to show like how powerful, you know, and what's really inside her, which is like the dragon. So yeah.
And I was watching that, and I rewatched a little bit of it with some friends because they just started not that long ago.
Yeah.
And like
that's always fun.
I didn't really I didn't realize like how early on she got her dragons.
Oh yeah,
it was very early.
It was at the very end of season. So they kill Ned in episode 9, and then her dragons are born at the end of episode 10.
Is that what it is?
Last season, yeah. She goes into the fire, kills that witch.
Yeah.
Because Khal Drogo dies, and that's why they're burning him too. So.
And she walks into the fire, and comes out naked with 3 dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know which one I was excited about more.
Yeah. Right.
That was a beautiful scene.
So that was like my favorite. I don't know if that was my favorite part, but my favorite part was, it's kind of weird, but because you said when Ned Stark died, but it was like when her brother died, Viserys. I think that was his name, right? Or is that the dragon's name? Viserion? Viserys was, I think, her brother.
And they pour, he wants a crown.
Yeah.
He wants to be crowned king. And they pour molted.
Well, Khal Drogo takes his gold off, melts it in the pot, under the fire, and then just dumps it right on his head, and that fool just
molted gold on his head.
Just burns his skull. Yeah, that was probably like one of my favorite parts. Just because he was like really like not, I don't know, he's just treating her like crap the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, I wasn't cool with that because I like Daenerys. I'm Team Dany.
Team Dany.
Even in the end.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But alright. You think that's probably good on quarter one?
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, what else other than Robert rising up, Jon Snow finding power at the wall?
Yeah. They haven't crossed the wall really
Sansa
yet.
Sansa
Stark is...
If we're talking before Ned Stark, she's really, really into Joffrey. And then after the Ned Stark thing, she starts to be a little bit more, distant. I think, kind of distant. Yeah.
And then that'll play into...
Catelyn, Littlefinger. Gosh, there's so much that intertwined.
So much going on.
Yeah.
Littlefinger...
He caused that Ned Stark thing, remember? And he was like...
Kinda, yeah.
Because he's like, I told you the wisest thing you could have done was distrusting me or something like that.
I told you not to trust me.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But,
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But then...
That was one of the main characters, and they just kill him off.
Yeah, and that is like the main character at the time. But that's just season 1. Yeah. So as we hop into season 2, which is still in the first quarter... You really start to see Sansa kind of distance herself, blah, blah.
But yet Joffrey still treats her like a little dog, you know? Like,
yeah. And
he makes sure she feels like all kinds of pain and all that, so that's unfortunate. But.
And you get into, I want to say it's still in season 2, where Tywin, is it Tywin?
Mm-hmm.
Because
they have
they say call him the Imp. The
dwarf. Yeah, that's Tyrion.
They
have him captured, and that's when Tywin comes into the picture.
Yeah,
because Jaime's there. Because he leaves after he did that Ned Stark thing when he when him and Ned Stark fought. You know, you remember that?
Yeah.
And then one of the Lannister soldiers stabs him, and Jaime's like, "What the hell? Why would you stab him? I was the one who wanted to like kill him or fight him." So then they let him like heal up, obviously, and then Jaime dips and goes down to I think Casterly Rock, where the dad is.
Yeah.
And then that's when Tywin's like, oh, they have our son, like we're Lannisters, we can't have that. It's a sign of weakness that they have our son, you know, and whatnot. So that's when he gets introduced, and he's like cutting open that, or skinning that boar or something.
Yeah.
It's all like crazy.
And then, so now the dwarf sends a hooker.
Yeah.
Pretty much to Joffrey.
Uh-huh.
And remember that scene?
That's way later on, but yeah.
No, this is season 2 though.
Are you sure?
100%. This is season 2.
True.
And
I thought it was when when Tyrion was Hand of the King. He's like, let's keep him busy. Let's send him girls. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean,
I want to say that's season 2.
Yeah, it probably is.
I want to say that's season 2. And and he sends the girl, and they like beat her, like he makes the one girl like beat her with the staff,
and he's like harder,
and he's got like a crossbow pointed at her.
Yeah, I know. I hated Joffrey.
I mean, everyone did this.
I know,
but
probably some sick people who like him out there. You sick people. Right? Just kidding.
If you liked Joffrey, don't subscribe.
Right.
I don't want your clout.
Joffrey was a scumbag.
Yeah, so that's all the crazy shit of quarter 1.
Yeah.
Not all, but touching base on a lot of the crazy shit of quarter 1.
Yeah. I wish he would have died. I mean, he died a pretty gruesome death, I would say. But I wish it was like more... I guess it was pretty good for what it was, but...
Yeah.
He just choked, you know?
Yeah, but he hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's quarter 2.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was just the beginning of season 4 or something, or no?
Yeah, which is quarter 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing like 2 because there's 8 seasons, right?
Oh.
So 2 seasons
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So let's hop into that.
Okay, my bad. Oops. It's a spoiler alert anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, he does die.
Yeah.
You want to start first on this one? Favorite thing is like the quarter 2.
Quarter 2.
Going into here.
I can't remember much from season 2. Is it Black?
No, so this would be season 3 and 4.
Okay. Yeah, season 3 and 4.
Yeah, so
Blackwater Bay.
We had Blackwater Bay, I think season 3.
Yeah. I think that was one of my like favorite points in
the
that.
Red Witch.
Even though I wanted Stannis to kind of take over, it was kind of cool because Tyrion's a good guy still. So seeing him like take command, you know, and go out and fight and whatnot, that was pretty cool. But I was hoping that someone was going to overthrow Joffrey, you know?
Yeah. But
doesn't
Tyrion
happen yet.
really stepped up, figured out the game plan.
And he's the one who, he did all the wildfire stuff.
Yeah. Figured out the game plan of burning all the ships, that he really helped his people. He was out there fighting on the battlefield with people. He was smart and said, Joffrey, get inside.
Yeah.
I need to, whatever, some bullshit he said, like, I need to stand with my people or whatever. He said, you can't stand with them if you're dead, get inside.
Yeah.
And then Joffrey sent a mercenary to kill Tyrion.
Yeah. That's so, I don't get that.
During the fight.
I know. That's who hit him, right? That's who got him on the face?
Yeah.
That is.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it wasn't someone else.
Yeah.
And then who kills him? The Hound? Or a Podrick? Yeah. Because that dude dies right after he hits Tyrion. Or else he was about to kill him. And I think it was Podrick, I want to say.
No, because Podrick lives on. Podrick's like the...
No, I know he lives on. I'm saying he's the one who kills the mercenary who was trying to kill Tyrion.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the Hound or Podrick.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, no, the Hound goes back because he sees fire, I think, right? Doesn't he go back inside and he's like, fuck the king or whatever, and he like...
Yeah.
He goes back in the gate.
Dude, it's so weird, like, I'm reliving this.
I know. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's good. And then, like, now we got the dragons growing up.
Yeah.
She's...
In Karth.
Just has them stolen, I think.
Yeah, that's what I...
That's in Karth, right?
Yeah, that's what... Actually, that was my favorite part, if we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
Her maid, that girl that, like, taught her how to, like, treat Khal Drogo the right way and stuff. She runs off with Zaxos or something like that. I think that was his name. I don't remember. And they find him in the bed with each other, and then that's after they found the dragons in the... What's it called? Temple of the Undying or something. I forgot what it was called, but it was that...
House of the Undying.
House of the Undying,
Welcome to the House of the Undying.
And that dude just, like, it creates, like, 5 of him and stuff.
Yeah.
That was probably the coolest part, though, when she burns him.
Yeah.
You know?
Welcome to the House of the Undying.
And she's all chained. Or I think the dragons are chained. Or she is, I don't remember. Maybe they're both chained.
I remember at one point, too, when she got the Unsullied army...
Yeah, that...
And he chained the dragon.
Right.
He's like, it's not listening.
Yeah.
And she's like... Jakaris.
Right.
And he just
straight burns him.
Burned.
And takes Missandei.
Yeah.
That's when Missandei was introduced as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then she goes and gets her army. So now she's got the Dothraki.
Mm-hmm.
And right there, she only has a small Dothraki horde, but she ends up getting the rest to join with her later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then she gets the whole Unsullied army and the Dothraki army.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Pretty gnarly army to have with you.
Yeah.
On your back. Those are like the craziest ones, I feel like.
I would probably say when she gets the Dothraki army is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's social justice, which is really interesting because you're rooting for murder.
Right.
Like all these Unsullied soldiers have been taken away from their mothers and trained to be soldiers from little kids.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're
cut
castrated.
that dude's nipple off.
I think they're castrated too,
are.
right?
Yeah.
So they're all
That's the whole point.
Yeah, they're all castrated. They know nothing other than fight. Like trained.
And they don't know pain because then they literally walk up to that dude, cut his nipple off with a knife, and he doesn't do nothing.
Yeah. They've really desensitized them.
Yeah. It's so gory, Game of Thrones. So gory.
So
oh my gosh.
you don't want to root for murder, but like you do.
Right.
Because
it's justice coming after that.
It's justice, yes, of course. So like she gets the Unsullied armor. The army.
Army, yeah.
The armor too, honestly.
Yeah.
For her. She gets the army and says, slay your masters, I think it is.
Yep. Yeah.
Kill them all. And they just go to town and kill all the masters.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's so crazy because she got the army 1 minute ago.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute ago. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, here's my first command. And they're like, done.
Yeah. That's why, her parts were always so epic. Daenerys' stuff. Like, every time she ends a season, it was...
epic.
It's like, was something crazy, you know? Like, I think for quarter 3, I have the other one that I'm thinking of, but...
Yeah, I mean, we already got it. Let's hop in. What's your favorite one for quarter 3?
In Yunkai, I think Slaver's Bay. Isn't that around the time, or is that quarter 4?
No, it's definitely quarter 3.
It is quarter 3.
It's possibly
in Marine.
Possibly quarter 2.
When she's in that huge pyramid in Marine. Yeah, I don't think that's quarter 2. I think that's a little further down the road.
I think it's quarter 3.
Yeah.
We'll go for it.
Right. And that's in the very end when they were like going to make a truce with those masters because they were like burning the city down and all that stuff. And the dragon just comes up out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
And then the other dragons get let out of the cages because she had them in the cages because they were like too wild.
Yeah.
And then they're just burning all their ships and stuff in the bay.
Yeah.
Slaver's Bay. But what did she rename it? I forgot. Dragon Bay or something like that. She renamed it something.
No, I think it was
It was Slaver's Bay though.
Yeah, but it's something to do with it was like the Breaker of Chains thing, wasn't it? Didn't it have something like...
I think so. I thought it was called Dragon Bay after.
Broken Chains or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's Dragon Bay. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I remember that when the dragons break out and they're all burning the ships.
And Tyrion is now with her. We skipped that part.
Is he with her? Oh, yeah, he is with her.
Yeah, because he's advising her now.
Right. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That was another one of my favorite parts, too, when Tyrion gets Tywin, you know? Because that's right around that. That's quarter 3.
Yeah, so he kills his father.
Yeah.
Escapes.
But why does he kill his father?
Yeah, but he kills his father. Yeah, it's true. I'm like...
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not watching this if you haven't seen this.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so he kills his father because his father tried to get him killed. But legally, he's trying to frame him in the court for killing Joffrey the king, which we totally said we were going to talk about and skipped over.
Yeah.
Because
They think he killed him.
They think he poisoned the king.
Yeah.
But truly, it was the freaking grandma.
Yeah.
And
Littlefinger. I think they're together on that.
Are they?
Yeah, because remember when Sansa goes out to the boat and the fool's right there, and then he like takes her necklace and he crushes it, and he's like something like there's poison in there, and she's like, "Why'd you do that?" And then he says some sly thing right there, you know. I forgot what he says, but
yeah, because he was gonna let her go down for it.
Right. Something like that. I
think that's what it was. I think I could be wrong, but I think she was gonna go down for it, but Tyrion left. And it made it look suspicious on him, so they just let it frame.
Sansa left right away, though. Remember?
Yeah.
Right after, like, he died, some of that fool's like, "Come with me," and he, like, grabs her from the back, and then she escapes, and then Tyrion's obviously on trial in jail for the next week or 2 weeks.
But I think they were trying to blame it all on Sansa.
Oh, okay.
And it started to get blamed on Tyrion.
Yeah.
Because Tyrion...
Well, Cersei, like, looks at him, and that's how the episode ends, I think, you know? Mm-hmm. She's like, "Yo!" You know? And then he's just standing there with, like, a wine or something, like... But,
screaming,
right. And the grandma, she messes with her necklace right at the beginning of that ceremony.
Yeah.
After rewatching the show again, I noticed that like she comes up and you can see as she grabs the jewel off the necklace, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the jewel that had the stuff in it, which I don't get how they got it into the drink, but I don't know.
I wonder if they touched on that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but what I think's interesting is they had Tyrion go fill the wine.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But Joffrey was the one that sparked it.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, "Fill my wine."
Right.
Fill my wine. But there's probably already poison. It's probably on his cup or something like that. But he's like, he made this aggressive, just dick thing to everyone.
And he poured the wine all over his head, remember?
Yeah.
I hate Joffrey.
Well, he died.
Yeah.
But, so they killed him. All that crazy shit.
And the fact that he's a bastard. He came from Jaime and Cersei.
He's an incest.
And so did Tommen, yeah.
He's an incest.
And so did, what's her name? That girl, Marcella, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pretty fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah, so then, so Tyrion's on trial, and Oberyn, that was a crazy... I wanted Oberyn to whoop the Mountain's ass, and he didn't.
Oh!
Yeah. He was fighting for Tyrion, you know?
Yes!
I'm sure everyone was rooting for Oberyn. That was his name, right? Oberyn. Yeah.
I honestly don't remember correctly.
What did they call him? Viper or something?
Yeah, the dude from Dawn.
Yeah.
This badass fighter. Definitely the best Dawnish fighter.
Yeah.
And he's a prince, and he's doing the spear tricks and all this stuff. And the guy just got too arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
And the other fool wasn't dead yet. He didn't finish the fight.
He pretty much was dead, though, because they brought him kind of back to life with, like, the whatever mutation Qyburn did.
Yeah.
So, like, he did get him. I was like, yeah. But, yeah, obviously not fully.
But, like,
almost.
Enough where he killed him.
Right.
He grabbed him and
he straight
poked his eyes out.
his face, yeah.
Yeah, like...
That was a crazy scene too.
Intense.
Yeah.
So I don't think I did my favorite of season 3.
Yeah.
Or
quarter three. Yeah.
Man, honestly, that fight might be it.
Yeah, because that fight was epic. It really was. There's just so much. That's why it's hard to think of it all. There's so much.
I'm gonna say Tyrion joining
Yeah.
Breaker of Chains.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Jorah, he's the one who brought Tyrion because he kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that just because, like, dude, I was like, oh,
yeah.
The great advisor of the king that has been doing great, trying to do his best, even though the king is terrible to him and everything, is gonna go advise, like, kind of the one that I want to win this Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that moment when he showed up there and was going to be her advisor, and the other guy vouched for him and kept him on, and then, like, he messed up a little bit, and she got mad at him and whatever, and he's like, blah, blah, he's just trying not to die.
Part of the game, yeah.
But, yeah, and then he made some good calls and stuff like that. And, like,
he definitely did, yeah.
Man,
I love that combo.
It's a power couple right there, like.
Right.
Like, yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
That was really
I'm trying to think what other crazy things happened there. Oh, we totally skipped it. The Red Wedding.
Oh my.
Like, yeah. See, that's what I mean. There's just so much.
There's so much. You get on one storyline, you forget about the other 6.
Yeah,
and we haven't even talked about Arya Stark.
That's what I was just going to say. And all the cool little Arya moments, like when she gets her sword back from that dude, and she stabs him right in the throat, and he's like, oh, she's like, oh, I should pick my teeth with this or something when she gets it. Same thing he said to her when he stole it from her.
Yeah.
Epic.
Man, wild.
Yeah.
She's always whispering all the names of the people she's going to kill.
Yeah, she's creepy with that.
Yeah, she's like the Hound.
Cersei. She says the Hound when she's with him.
She's sleeping with this dude!
Yeah. Not sleeping with him like that.
Yeah, but like,
in
the same
room. He's kind of watching over her.
Yeah.
And holding her for ransom to get money.
To get gold so he could, because he escaped the red cape. What's the... what's that thing
Didn't
called?
he leave after the battle of
Blackwater?
Yeah.
But what's that thing called?
Red Keep?
Red Keep, yeah. After he escaped and left all that. He's trying to sell her for gold.
Yeah, so they're like basically living together.
They're rooming together.
together.
She's sitting there like, I don't remember all the names, but I know Cersei's in the Hound, and one of them she's sitting there.
Ellen Payne.
Cersei, Ellen,
Payne,
the Hound. And he's like fucking laying right there, and she's whispering about killing him.
And then he looks, and it like goes on his face, like he's like, "Oh shit!"
And then she actually leaves him for dead in the desert.
Yeah.
After fighting Brienne from Toth.
Yeah.
Man, and she's like, she doesn't kill him. She leaves him for dead.
Yeah, he's like, "Just kill me," and she's like, "No," or I don't know. She just doesn't even say anything.
Yeah, I think she just walks away. Like,
she just walks away.
Yeah.
Exactly. She takes his gold too.
Yeah.
And that's after
that he stole from the farmer boy in the family.
Right. It was so sad though.
And that's how they first met.
Yeah.
Remember that? Back when they were fighting down at the creek.
Mm-hmm.
And freaking Joffrey was a dick to her down at the creek. And the wolf attacked her or whatever the hell. And he attacked Joffrey.
Yeah.
And Joffrey had the wolf and the butcher's boy killed.
Yeah.
And the Hound did it.
Yeah. That wasn't the same as the farmer's boy though, right? That was the butcher's boy, yeah.
No, that was the butcher's boy. Just made me think of it.
Uh-huh.
But that's why he's on the list from the beginning.
Right, exactly.
Because he was ordered to kill
Arya's wolf, but Arya got
Arya's wolf.
Nymeria to run away, so they kill Summer. I think that's
Sansa's. They killed Sansa's wolf.
Yeah. Is that her name, Summer? I don't remember, but yeah. That was epic.
And then, later's the farmer and the farmer's son.
But it's so sad because, she, like, looks over the lake or whatever, and she sees, like, where her parents are at the Freys.
Yeah.
At the Walder Freys for that wedding. And then he's like, I'm going to take you there. And then, like, they get there that night, and that's when, like, she sees the horse or the wolf on one of the Freys. They mount the wolf to Robb Stark's body, right? And then they, like, have it ride out on the horse or something.
Something
and
like
they're
that.
like, the king in the north, like, totally making fun of it or something like that. And it's like...
Yeah.
And then they go to her aunt's, where Aunt Lysa is. Where's that place called? I forgot.
I don't know. But you know what?
But
Just
then they
think
say,
about
like...
that. It's one day off.
Yeah.
Imagine how differently that might have gone if Arya and the Hound were in that room.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're the two biggest badasses in the show, probably.
Yeah.
That and Robb Stark.
Right. And that part was sad. They're all stabbing the baby out. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That girl.
They kill everyone.
Yeah. But, yeah, epic comeback for that in quarter 4.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Let's jump into quarter 4.
Do we cover everything quarter 3? I'm just trying to think.
Dude,
I know.
No, like you got this freaking Red Witch that went and got the guy from the bastard of Robb Baratheon.
Yeah, Gendry.
Yeah. So they got Gendry and put these like leeches on him and take his blood and stuff like that. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then we got...
Meanwhile, Jon Snow in quarter 3.
Oh my god!
I think he becomes Lord Commander, right?
Yeah. So Jon Snow...
Gosh.
We haven't even talked
the north.
They go to the north. Let's run through this real quick. They send a search party out to go find the undead.
Yep.
Because the 2 undead showed up or whatever. They send a search party out. They go out. They go through the one creepy guy that has all his daughters become his wives.
Yep, Craster.
They go through his place. They end up leaving there. Blah blah. They run along some wildlings. Jon chases one until they get caught.
Yep.
And now they've been
falling in love with her.
And now he's fallen in love with her. Now he's one of them.
He becomes
the one guy sacrifices himself.
Yep. Half hand, Corrin half hand or something.
Yeah. So Jon can really be not a crow
and accepted into the wildling.
Yeah. And like.
Yeah, and they're like, he killed one of his like commanders, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's not a crow anymore. He killed one of his own. Blah blah. So he's accepted.
That story twists so much.
And now and then they go to climb the wall.
Yeah.
And they go climb the wall.
I forgot.
The freaking one dick cuts him free.
I know.
Which is so.
He was a warg, right? That was
but he wanted Jon die.
Yeah, he was jealous.
Yeah. So she was a sacrifice. Like, screw it. She'll die along with Jon. Mm-hmm. And that was crazy.
That was.
And yeah, so they got them and
then they kill the Lord Commander Mormont.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're rushing the people and I feel like there was an argument because there was supposed to be 1,000 men there. Because remember, how many men are there?
Oh yeah.
1,000 men.
Yeah.
If I get on the other side of that wall and like it's wrong.
He's trying to scare him so they don't do it.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 men.
Right.
When there's actually 120 or something like that. But he didn't want
to scare him, right?
He didn't want him to rush it.
Yeah, because he was still really a crow.
Yeah, he's always been a crow. He's always been the king of the north.
Yeah.
So
king of everything.
Yeah. So then
realistic. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. But
oh yeah, true.
He comes in, and he becomes the freaking king of the north.
Yeah.
He goes back to Winterfell and he's like, we gotta fight the undead. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, there's this wars going on in Westeros and like the Game of Thrones. Like, who's gonna be on the throne? The throne doesn't matter.
Right.
And brings in Daenerys Targaryen. And now this is getting into quarter 4.
Right. But on quarter 3, though, I think the very end of quarter 3, or just before the end, is when they're at, what's that place called? It's the ice lake with the wildlings.
Yeah.
Where they kill, where the White Walkers just demolish a huge bunch of the wildlings, and then the Night King just like raises them all as they're like leaving the.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That
part was
insanely wild, and like
that's what made him like realize this don't matter. This whole throne thing.
So they were trying to get everybody out.
Yeah.
So they got everyone to go to like the only dock port they had, and they're gonna ship them around the wall.
Right.
And get all these people to go around the wall.
Yeah.
And they're getting in boats and all this stuff, and the Night King just slays them.
Yeah.
Just slays them. Just exhausting his
resources. They got a giant though. That was so cool seeing the giants. Like that was sick.
And they killed one of the giants.
Yeah.
He comes back later.
Right.
And
Crazy.
Holy was it the same time? That's when they lost the dragon.
No, that wasn't the same time.
So
that's Q4.
Okay, so quarter 4.
Yeah.
So let's just jump into quarter 4. Dragon.
So that's 7 and 8.
Yeah, they lost a dragon like beginning of 7, I think it was.
Yeah, it was like I think halfway through, but yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't right in the beginning.
Because they went out with like a search party and John got stuck on the ice, and wants to save his life, but I think she's already starting to kind of fall in love with him too.
But we didn't even finish talking about Cersei blowing up the freaking set. You know?
Cersei, yeah. That was weird.
And Tommen just jumps out the window and kills himself.
Yeah.
Because Marjorie was in there. That scene was pretty crazy. The music leading up to that. I remember that music exactly.
But like that whole like leading up to that.
And Marjorie's like, she's not here. There's something wrong.
The religion stuff. They were taking people.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let people leave. They wouldn't let them walk out. And even after I already saw it once and watched it again, I was like, oh, they have a chance to get out. Like, they have time. But it's like, no, they did not let them get out, you know?
Yeah.
The Sept people. Because they all had their weapons. Because they're all weaponized by Cersei and whatnot. They had the weapons and they wouldn't let them leave. Yeah. Marjorie's like, we need to get out of here. And then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
Like a Chernobyl explosion. Literally. If not worse.
I don't know about that. But
yeah.
But it was
crazy.
Huge explosion. It was insane. Just giant green explosion too, which is really cool for effects.
Yeah.
Really cool. Yeah, that was insane. And
but now we can jump to Q4 because that pretty much ends that.
Yeah, jumping to Q4 and you got up in the north, the real north. Yeah. They lose a dragon on the lake from an ice spear from the.
But you know what? The very end of season 6, real quick on quarter 3, we got to do it. Arya comes back to the phrase, and
Oh my god!
And,
so she goes to the House of the Faces or whatever,
exactly.
And
I totally forgot.
Comes with a new face and kills the phrase.
So she can basically take faces and turn into someone else and look exactly like them, and she turns into a maid for the phrase, and she's feeding him, and then he's like, "Where are my sons? My sons need to be here." She's like, "They're right here, my lord." She's like, "In your pie," you know? Remember? Because she feeds him his sons.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I don't know, she like takes it off and she's like, "I'm Arya Stark," and then slits his throat. And she like pulls his head back even more so it, like all the blood comes out even faster. And then now we go Q4 and Q4 starts again at the phrase. She took his face now. So she's like the head of the Frey house. And she's saying like, "You guys did a good job. You killed all the Starks, but you didn't kill one." He's like, the wolf or the pack, or what did he say? The wolf, one wolf dies, the pack survives, or something. I don't know, but But he's basically saying that like, you guys didn't kill them all, this and that, because she's still alive.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "So I want to drink. You know, you guys need to drink," and she poisons all their wine. And I'm saying but she has the Walder Frey's face on, so they think that he's their leader.
Yeah.
Right. And then they all drink the wine, and all of a sudden they start choking,
the rest of them.
and then they all die. Yeah. And then she tells that one girl, when people ask what happened here, tell them that winter came for House Frey. And then it's just like, I think that's when it's like, dun 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 dun, because I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Yeah. And it's like, and that's when it gets all started.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go watch this whole series again.
I know, seriously.
Man, this is great.
Yeah.
But the quarter 4, if we don't jump back into quarter 3 again.
I know.
But like, it's just so much. They led so much into quarter 4.
Literally.
And so let's just kind of go down the map.
Yeah.
So we got up in the north right now, quarter 4. We got Jon Snow
with Sansa.
With Sansa
in Winterfell.
King of the North. Mm-hmm. We got Daenerys Targaryen, breaker of chains, mother of dragons.
In Dragonstone. She touches down in Dragonstone.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think, episode 1 right after that. That's what happens. Or no, that's the very end. The very end they bring it in the...
Dragonstone? Is that the like stone face thing?
No. Dragonstone is her home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And in the very end of episode 1 in season 7, it shows her arriving, touching the sand, like walking all the way up, like going in the room where Stannis used to plan the battle.
The
dragon and the huge map.
And they started like, mining all the glass.
Yeah. And then that very first episode, she's like, "Shall we begin?" And then episode 1's over. And then episode 2 starts, and it's like, Jon, or they send a letter back and forth saying we need to like meet up. And then Jon wants to leave, and Sansa doesn't want him to leave, nor does any of the North. Because last time someone went to a Targaryen, the last time the Starks went to the Mad King, he killed him.
Yeah.
I think it was Ned Stark's dad and brother or something like that. But they go down there, and that's when they start their bonding, which is pretty cool. I like that bonding of Jon Snow and Daenerys, even though they end up, being related. But
what?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're at the north. They're both in the north now.
Yep.
Coming down. The armies have went home. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. They're all going to the north.
Right. He goes to Dragonstone, Jon Snow does, and then he goes back with all the dragon glass.
Yeah.
And then they need a search party to prove to Cersei, right?
Yes.
So they need to prove to Cersei that...
To have a, ceased fire type thing.
Yeah, and show that the Night King is real. So they go up to try to capture...
That's when it happens. They go to try to capture the... That's why they went out for the search party. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
So they go to capture a dead person.
Yep.
One of them, and they get one.
And they're all secluded on that island.
And they get stuck on that island.
Yeah.
And and then they end up losing a dragon, unfortunately.
Right.
Which was actually kind of cool because that dragon's going to come back, and then they go to the scene of the Ice King pulling out all the stuff from the dragon from the lake, frozen, and it's
when they kill that dragon, it's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah. But that was epic though when they were stranded, and then she comes in out of nowhere, burning all the that was cool.
Burning all of them alive.
Yeah.
Opening it up to a lake because it was frozen.
Yep. And they all start drowning. And then that's how I think episode 4 or 5 ends, with them pulling out the dragon. Then he touches him, eye turns blue.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. You see there's...
we got a problem on our hands.
The dragon just...
Yeah.
Eyes roll, and it's oh shit.
Right.
Yeah. So then they end up getting the ceasefire with Cersei.
Yep. Even though it's fake.
They're gonna fake it.
Yep.
And
Jaime's pissed. He leaves because he's not cool with that.
Yeah. And he's pissed because it was really more a deal with his brother than it was with the North. Mm-hmm. This is my brother's on the other side. There's a lot of brotherly love going there.
Yep.
His brother's helped him out a lot in the past now. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. And we go, I'm going to go start diving in. All that happens, obviously they fight the king, what's his name again? The Ice King.
Night King.
Night King.
Yeah.
They fight the Night King. That's some crazy battle scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy battle scenes. And freaking Arya Stark.
Yeah.
For the win.
Cheap death, but yeah.
Cheap death, yes. But also
there's so many...
very Game of Thrones fashion.
Yeah. There's a lot of theories, though, saying that, in that time period, he could have, handed down his powers to, someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible. We'll see, because there's, the New Moon, whatever the new show's called, but it's the prequel. Okay. It's supposed to date 100 years before Game of Thrones started, where the season
because I know people are theorizing because the Raven passed it down to him.
Right.
That the Night King can be passed down.
Yeah.
But, also, that might have been, he had to have known he was going to die.
Yeah, maybe.
Where he didn't... You can tell he's I got you, kid.
Yeah.
You're not going to kill me. And she's just
yeah, that part's crazy.
Drop of the knife step.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
They all just fall, crumble.
I would say, favorite part, season 4.5 would be that. The first part would be that. I thought that was so cool. And, what's his name's out there protecting her?
Theon's protecting, we never even talked about Theon.
Yeah, but that's screw
yeah, that's not a big deal.
Although he has an interesting, really interesting storyline.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and then...
Who's protecting who, though? What were you saying?
Daenerys Targaryen's out there.
Oh.
And what's her...
Jorah.
Yeah, and he's just
I know.
Fighting every last zombie, you can tell he's about to die.
Yeah,
So
he already got stabbed, I think, by then, so yeah.
And then you just see
Right.
all the bodies just falling.
Yeah.
As they're about to die.
And he still passes away, unfortunately.
Yeah. But, still.
Yeah.
If he died, then Daenerys would have died, changing the whole plot line of the whole thing. blah, blah. So that was epic. And now, now we get down south here. They're preparing for war, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're preparing for war.
Cersei kills Missandei in
Yeah.
front of Cersei.
Yeah.
That was right after another one of her dragon dies.
Yeah.
That's
and
crazy.
now Cersei's threatened with her at her gates with dragons.
Yeah. One dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they had that one captain dude from the Iron Islands that was...
Euron.
Yeah.
Euron Greyjoy. That's why Theon's great. The Greyjoy's story is pretty interesting too, because it's tied into that.
Leads into the Greyjoys and stuff, which provides ships for a lot of people and stuff like that.
They're like the navy of Westeros.
Yeah. The Iron Islands.
Yeah.
So that dude's creepy, and he's there, and he's trying to help, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And he wants to sleep with the queen, and to have rule and stuff like this. And you get into it, and they're just getting attacked.
Yeah.
And
I love that part.
When they're attacking him?
Well, not when they're attacking Daenerys, but like if we're going to be talking about towards the end.
Yeah.
When Daenerys just starts taking out the scorpions.
Oh, yeah.
That part's like epic. Or when she takes out his boat, you know?
Yeah.
That part was legit too.
dope.
When she comes out of nowhere, like she's straight coming out of the
clouds,
sky. Yeah.
And they take out the ships.
Right.
The Iron Fleet.
And it's Cersei's face where Qyburn's like, she's like, oh, I'm sure there's more scorpions. And he's like, all the ships are gone, you know? He's like, it's the bay's like burned. Yeah. It's all on fire. And she's like, well, there's scorpions up on the wall. And then he's like, no, every single one of them has been burnt as well. And you can start to see her like, well, the Red Keep's been standing forever. It's never went down. We should be fine here, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you can tell that's when she really starts to get like, oh, shoot.
Nervous. And now we'll get into what everyone was pissed off about.
Yeah.
Jon Snow.
They burn the whole city down, King's Landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point now, they're having relationships, and now she knows, Daenerys Targaryen, breaker of chains, mother of dragons, knows that Jon Snow is her brother.
Yeah. Yeah, she finds that out before the big war.
Right before the war. So she knows...
Like before the first war with the Night King, yeah. Remember they're down in the crypts?
Yeah.
In episode 2, and he tells her, and she's like, what, you're just going to believe your brother and your best friend? She doesn't want to believe it, because she's like, your brother and your best friend told you.
But then once she gets to the war with Cersei...
Yeah.
And they're at freaking King's Landing... She knows she's not going to be the one.
Right.
She knows she's not going to be queen anymore. So she is pissed.
Yeah.
So they take it. They take King's Landing. They've won. All the soldiers have surrendered.
They burn it to the ground. Not take it, but yeah. I'm just kidding.
No, they take it first.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah. I was just saying, like, they burn it to the ground because she pretty much burned the whole city.
But, getting there.
Yeah.
Like, they took it first. They rung the bells.
Yeah. Right.
Because she just burned, like, the edge of the city.
Yeah.
She didn't start...
Because they surrendered. Yeah, the Golden Company lasted, like, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, arguably, obviously.
Right.
Like, they just got frickin' powered.
Yeah, exactly. And then, the dragon came bursting out of the gates to open it.
Yeah.
It's epic.
And then she perches up. It's over.
Yeah.
Perches up with
it's
her
not enough
dragon.
for her, so she wants more.
And you can see the look in her face, the tears in her eyes. This is something she's worked for, she's dreamed about, it's her whole life.
Right.
Since that day one where she started with the Dothraki, and she was with her brothers, and she got adopted to be his wife, pretty much.
Right.
She wanted that throne, and she realized that day, like right there up on that perch, she wasn't going to get it.
Yeah, I think also another reason why she did that was because she's like, you killed my dragon, you killed Missandei, all for you to surrender within like first 10 minutes of battle, you know? Yeah. Or like the first hour.
I think
she's like, screw you, you know?
Yeah, but she's killing all the innocent people she's so for.
I know.
I think, in my opinion, like, I could be wrong because this scene's up for interpretation, is that it was a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
That she realized she was not going to be in power, and Jon Snow was going to be the king.
Yeah. I feel like she thought she was going to be in power, because right after that, remember how dictator she is? She's like, we're going to take the whole world, and we're going to do this and that. So I feel like she felt like she was in power, you know? I think she just knew that there was like there was just a little bit of conflict between her and John.
Although then she was saying, like, you can't tell anyone and stuff like that, and having that conversation with him. So she was definitely worried and threatened on it.
Right.
And then the scene.
Yeah.
The scene.
I didn't like that scene, but it's like, I love John and I love Danny, so it's just like, I don't know, you know?
And right there, John kills her.
Yeah.
In the throne room. Like, kind of like how it should be. And, like, a lot of people said they ruined it, it wasn't a good episode, blah, blah, blah.
It wasn't a good season, they said, yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think, yes, it wasn't a happy ending, but
when is it
neither
ever?
is Game of Thrones.
Right.
Neither is real life. I think it was a very in Game of Thrones fashion.
Yeah.
They killed... Look at how many people we loved. We wanted to win.
Yeah.
Died.
Robb, Ned.
Ned Stark to start. Robb Stark later.
Yeah.
Multiple people at the Red Wedding.
Stannis, all those dudes.
Stannis Baratheon, his brother.
Yeah.
What was his brother's name?
Renly.
Renly Baratheon.
Yeah, and Robert Baratheon died from getting poisoned by Cersei, I think.
Yeah.
Or not poisoned.
No, Robert.
He got killed by the boar. But she put something in his drink, I swear, to like make him a little more... I'm pretty sure, because they had...
Drunk?
She had that cousin that she was sleeping with, the Lannister cousin, Lancel.
Yeah.
She had him with him, you know?
Yeah,
and like he was like more wine. Like I swear there was something with that. I have to rewatch to remember because that was season 1. But yeah.
Like there's so many main characters that died and stuff like that. I don't think you can complain.
Yeah, I mean overall it was a great series. But I still think that meme is accurate. It just seemed rushed. I think that's all. It seemed rushed.
Definitely last.
You know, because like they led the Night King up all for that. You know, from the very beginning, they start the episode with those dudes ranging out to the wall to look for some missing Rangers.
Yeah.
They find they find White Walkers.
They did have a lot of very slow storylines, and that one was kind of
real quick,
finished quick.
Yeah, and the only thing that upset me was like HBO was going to pay for them to do 2 more episodes, to like go to 10.
Yeah.
And then Dan and Dave were like, nah.
You know, the creators.
Yeah, and the directors or whatever, and they said no. So, or I think they said they would do even more seasons, like.
Yeah.
Because I think you could have.
I agree with not going with more seasons, though.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, but I just think it seemed a little rushed, just because the Night King story and the Cersei story with Daenerys, you know.
Yeah, I think they could have added an episode or 2 for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But I wouldn't have went to another season.
Yeah, probably not.
I think they ended at their prime on a good thing.
Right. It would have been tough to wait another 2 years or a year and a half for another Game of Thrones season.
For sure.
But.
Yeah, that, and then now she's dead. The dragon's crying. The dragon knows. The dragon comes up, sees John.
Burns the Iron Throne.
Right in his face.
Yeah.
Melts the Iron Throne to metal. And flies away.
Yeah, with her.
Yeah. Picks her up.
Yeah.
Was it in his claw or in his mouth?
Yeah,
I want to say it was in his claw.
Yeah, it was in his claw.
And talents? Is that what it's called?
I think talents,
Birds? Talent?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because from Napoleon Dynamite. Do these chickens have large talents? Yeah, that's wearing my education.
But I just don't like how they did John a disservice, because we didn't even talk about John dying and coming back to life. Like,
yeah,
we totally forgot.
But that was dope. Like,
that was
come back to life.
Yeah,
by the red.
And then he hangs all those dudes that killed him. I thought that was good justice right there.
Yeah.
And
all the people that stabbed him.
But yeah, it's like he came back to life. Was it all just to kill Daenerys? Like, he was a Targaryen. Obviously, Jon Snow is not a bastard of Ned Stark. He was actually...
he was a Targaryen.
Yeah, because they got married. Not Jon Snow got married, but Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen got married.
And then Ned Stark took him home as a baby.
Yeah.
So he was an orphan, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But that's what I didn't like. They just send him off to the wall. I mean, I guess he does belong in the North, and they did foreshadow that earlier in season 8.
Yeah, but I think it was all for a purpose.
Yeah.
Like, if he wasn't at the North, what's the whole...
I thought he'd be king of everything, but no.
Yeah, and I think everyone was really hoping for that.
He didn't want that, though. He said that,
He said he didn't want that,
But then Bran kind of is like the know-all.
Right.
He's kind of like, I don't want to say the god, but he is like the know-all.
He sees it all.
He sees it all. He can see the past and all that, and visions.
And I think to the future
like
too, because he saw the dragon flying over King's Landing.
Yeah.
Earlier in the seasons.
So yeah, I think that's very interesting there, and I think he's a good leader for that because he'll make conscious decisions,
right,
and not based on love or war.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Where's the dragon?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll find him." You know, because he can like have the ability to go see.
Because he can see through the ravens.
And that's why I wish there's like some more we could see after, like what's happening, you know, and how it's going. But all stories have to come to an end, you know, so it makes sense. But
cool.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty much
this podcast. So
yeah, it has to come to an end.
We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
Thanks for subscribing, liking, following, hitting that notification bell. It's been great. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
A.D.D podcast. We're out.
Peace.